all those things. They were just saying, you're just going to have to look outside of North to find yourself a job. Well, I was able to, because I stayed in this shelter, they provided bus passes for everybody. I was thinking to myself, like, wow, oh my God, I'm going to go everywhere to try to find myself a job. I got a free bus pass. I went and did a search to find out where they were hiring. And the shelter told the women that this place were hiring nurses' aides, and you didn't have to be certified to get hired. Now, they told me they didn't think that I would get the job because I was young. But when I called them, they said actually they start to hire for the summer. If you were 16 years old, you can work for the summer. And I said, oh my God, wow, okay, I'm going to go there and I'm going to apply for a job. I caught a bus. No, first, I caught a bus to get to the train station. I caught a train to get to Somerset. And from Somerset, the nursing home has a van that picks you up to take you to the nursing home, because that's how far away it was. Literally, it took me 4 hours to basically get there because it was my first time, and it took me a long time to get there. When I finally got there, it was a room full of people putting in applications. It was packed. My confidence went way low. Okay, I was thinking to myself, I'm not going to get this job. Okay, well, I put in the application. To my surprise, when I went to go hand the lady my application in the window, she said, well, have a seat, young lady. I'm looking around like, who is she? Me? Have a seat for what? She says, well, after you put in the application, you're going to go through your first interview. I was thinking, what? Oh my God, my first interview? And she said, yeah, I said, oh my God, I really want this. She said, yeah, just have a seat. So I was nervous. And then trying to get up there, it's just not the cutest too. Cute. brush. It's nice and fluffy to do the eye area with, you know. Yeah, this is pretty cool. How much is this one? $22. It ain't that cool. Okay, let's look at another brush. Oh, this one is pretty. This one is something like the Real Technique brush that I got. This is nice. This is really fluffy and beautiful. $35, you guys. $35 for the brush. I'm in brush heaven. Heaven. Oh, look at this nice fat one right here. $28. Now that's not bad. $28. That's not bad at all. Okay. I'm waiting on my daughter. She studied. She's trying to find her eyeliner, I guess. But I got my little purse inside here. Guess what I got inside this purse, you guys? I made sure I grabbed it, and I said, you know, let me take this with me. I'm gonna save it. I was tempted, you guys. Tempted. I got it in the zip-up part. Hold on. I got my last piece of candy, you guys. My last freaking piece. I don't have no more caramel candy. And I love having a caramel candy, a piece of it every single morning. But this is my last piece, and I'm going to share it with you guys. And my daughters look like she's down here in the skincare area. They got some nice mirrors down here. Yeah, I'm looking in the mirrors. I got my crazy glasses on, my shades on. It's fabulous. I need a mirror like that. Yeah, I definitely need a mirror like that at home. I found a lipstick that's like 24 hours. Like something that stays on the whole entire time. Look, this is pretty. Clinique Pop. I saw Clinique. Is it Clinique? Yeah, I saw that in the this particular time, we did something bad. We purposely went to another project. You know, if you guys watches my videos, you find out in one of my videos that I mentioned that I am from the projects. We went and started a fight, and it was this bunch of group of kids that lived at the bottom going past Killer Hill, which is down there at the Stella Wright projects. And we was told to not go down there because it was like far away from where we lived at as far as being little kids. Like we were crossing highways, crossing streets. Like we were wrong. Back alleys, back ways, doing things we had no business doing. Anyway, that group of kids beat up a dog that we really, really liked. It wasn't our dog, but a bunch of us felt like it was our dog because it was in our neighborhood. So we loved that dog. They came to our neighborhood and beat up this dog. And I, the leader of the pack, said, we shall go beat them up the same way they beat up our dog. So my cousin was like, yeah, let's go, boo-boo. Let's beat them up. So we all left and went and fought. Okay. Boy, that was a hell of a fight. I can't even tell you who won because I feel like we all got our butts whooped. We whooped their butt, they whooped our butts. It was a hell of a fight. But during the process, my mom had did my hair. So it was right back, frizzy. She was so upset. My clothes was tore up. My cousin's clothes was tore up. My sister's clothes was tore up. We was all dirty. And then on Grey's Anatomy, Grey looked like she found in love. Looked like somebody's interested in her. Whew. Hot, honey. Yes, Lord, he hot. I mean, fine. And then, you know, the married couple. I can't remember her name right now. but the wife has red hair, but the one that found out that she was pregnant on the day of the divorce signing, found out she pregnant and she didn't tell him. So another nurse told him, another doctor told him. Lord, drama. My third piece of gum. I feel like the gum is so small. Okay, you guys, this gum has totally made me hungry. So, it's a good thing. Wow, they got a lot of colors. Because like usually foundation, you don't, in certain foundations, they go from light to medium, but not light to dark, So it's nice to see some of the dark colors. Okay. Dior Attic. Okay, this says a cover story. Can't really see it because it's trying to get dark out here. You guys, this is some really, really good stuff. This stuff really does bring the blackheads out of your face, but you have to be careful with it because it will dry your skin out. So, but it's nice that they have like a sample package inside of the magazine. Wow. And plus a $2 off coupon. You guys can see it, but it is kind of bright, but it's not sunny. I feel like I'm trying to AC off. I feel like it's gonna rain, About that bubble because I'm pulling up next to a truck, and you know how the truck can see inside the car. I would have been looking at him with this big bubble on my face, like, what you looking at? So what? I got a big bubble on my face. What is that? Oh, it's a little tiny net. Get out of here. Let me run down the window and let it out. Blowing these bubbles from. I was just thinking of myself. I was just thinking to myself, when I'm not talking and just chewing gum, all kind of things are running through my head. One of these days, I'm just gonna think out loud for you guys. I'm just gonna say whatever I hear in my head. I'm gonna call the video Thinking Out Loud. Oh my God. Boy, he in a bad place. Good about it because we maintenance the car all the time. Like I maintenance the car all the time. Like I'm gonna give it credit to me and my daughter because we do everything together. We keep the oil changed, we keep the tires changed, we make sure the battery's okay. We got a new battery this year. We constantly make sure the brakes are okay. We change them when we supposed to, or before. So we was feeling pretty good about the car. Now, I'm gonna just go back. I'm gonna just tell y'all like this 2-minute story. No, we went to a dealership a very little while ago. Because if you watch my daughter vlog, you'll find out that when we had how the car accident happened and what happened to the car. So we no longer wanted the car because it's just not pretty anymore. You know, it's been beat up. So we went, and what we wanted was like a fair trade with no down payment on the car. And when we got there, the person told us, oh, we could put you in a new car today with no down payment and everything. That's the good news. The bad news is we're not going to be able to take your car because it recently been in an accident. They can see everything on your car once they bring up your license plates, whatever they do. They know everything that happens to your car. And it was like, oh, it's not worth, you know, any money because the Dodge cars were made to be throwaway cars. So anybody who has a Dodge Avenger, you probably should check into it, because we were like, it was like a dun 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 moment for us. It was like, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? What he just say? And he said that basically, you know, we're not going to be able to give you no more than $1,000 to $3,000 towards your car. I'm trying to edit, I'm trying to upload, and I'm trying to figure out which request videos I can do that would be easier for me, you know? But I'm just gonna jump in there and not be scared and just give it a go and really try to do some of these request videos. So wish me luck, you guys, okay? This restaurant is really empty today. So I was telling my daughter that I'm kind of tired and I just want to go home because I need to finish editing my Apple video and try to get it uploaded tonight. But she was saying that she just wants to sit down here and eat. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and eat with my daughter, and then hopefully we get to go home and rest. Even though it's beautiful outside, the light done kind of drained me. And I learned the word spring in Japanese today, which is a long line across. It's like the number three. It's one line, the second line, the third line. So it's 1, 2, 3. And the line in the middle is shorter than the two lines on the outside. And then it's like a wishbone going across on top of like the three lines. And then underneath it, um, it's a box with a line in the middle. So it almost looked like it's a house to me. When I picture it, it looks like a little house, but it actually says spring. And then I found out that like with the number three, it's the first line means fire, the second line is water, and then the third line is earth, and then the wishbone looking line is human. And Yeah, so I learned some things today. I thought that was really interesting. And I never thought that I would actually understand anything in Japanese. So to know the number three now. Oh yeah, also she said the number three is fusion, like the color fusion, and when you put it all together, it becomes the word spring. So I was like, wow, that's really interesting, you know? Yeah, so that was really interesting, you guys. So, but anyway, they told her she was too short to be a model. Said something about maybe she could be like a print model or something. I don't know what that is. But anyway, she was so upset. She was like, Mom, um, can I please have your cake? I said, what cake? She said, that cupcake up there with that big strawberry in it. I really need it. I was like, ah. I explained to her the same thing I told my son. And she said, really, Mom? Really? I said, yes. I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. So then she gonna sit on the chair while I'm editing and just stare at me. So I said, okay, you can have it. Oh my God, you guys. You should have saw her face. It lit up. She's like, Mom, that's just what I need. And then after she ate it, she's like, Mom, where you get that cupcake from? Oh my God. It feels like it's been specially made. I said, well, you know how they make butter birthday cakes? I asked, can I have a special cupcake? So they made me a special cupcake, you guys. I had it colossal made, like not just a regular cupcake, like colossal. Like I was up like, oh, yay, we made it to 1,000 subbies, you know. But nope, you guys. So now I got to do something else. I might still do another cupcake, maybe just not the strawberry one, because I don't think it'll be as special anymore. Now that my daughter done sunk her teeth into it, and my son was begging for it, and if he found out that she ate it, oh, he gonna die. Just die. Okay. I thought I'd tell y'all that because my daughter was so sad yesterday. She just couldn't believe that she was a 7.5. She said, Mom, do you think I shrink? I was like, I don't know. But we got home and we found the measuring tape and we measured her, and sure enough, they're right. She's 5'6.5". She's just thin. So when you thin, you look longer, you know? See, I'm short and I'm meaty, okay? Very meaty. So at my daughter's, I was at Juanita's mom's house when I went into labor. Her mom had fried some fish, had made some corn and tomatoes with a lot of black pepper, and after I ate, I was so full and stuffed. Juanita's mom was asking me what was I going to do once I had the baby, because she knew that I was considered a legal adult, but I also lived in basically a rooming house. To me, it was like an apartment because I had, you know, a small kitchenette. I only had to share like the bathroom and maybe like the TV area and things of that nature. But I worked, and at the time, I didn't really care too much about TV back then. I had a really busy type life, even with being pregnant and trying to adapt to the alternative school, trying to work, trying to keep up with my grades. So I didn't really care about not having too much in my room. But as I lived there, I did get bigger, and the owner told me, okay, there's no room here for children. So I was saying to the owner, but I've been here, you know, for a while, and I love it here. Now, remember, when I first lived there, I was only 14 years old. Now I am going on 17. And they was telling me that I would no longer be able to live there because now I was having a child. I felt immediately fear, and my comfort was being taken away from me again, you know. So I was scared, and I knew that I would have to find somewhere to go. So when Juanita's mom brought it up, she said, you know, you can live here with us. I was thinking about Juanita's crazy brother, how he done jumped me, him and his girlfriends. That's why you need to watch the first 16 in Pregnant series to be on this timeline. And so knowing that he was abusive and dangerous, I was not trying to live with that woman. So what happened was, all of a sudden, the stress of not knowing where I was going to go once I had my daughter was too much for me. So all of a sudden,
I actually like the cartoon like my granddaughter watched now, the Mickey Mouse. I remember I was about 7 years old, and my mom had just got through doing all our hair. And me and my sisters, we had like a lot of hair, so she had to comb it out, braid it, take it a little, straighten it. Straighten it on the stove. She put the hot comb on the stove and put it towards our head. It was like, oh my God. She scarred me for life, like scared me to death. Yes, I drove trucks. I love dill pickle potato chips. And I'm just sipping on some water because they got a lot of salt in them. Wow. This story takes place in 1994. And I was about 24 years old. Probably not quite, but close. I lived in Virginia, and I had just pretty much had to start over because I had to move. Because my friend I told my daughter that I promised that I'll save her some. Lord. Oh my God. 7. Just a little slice. Just a tiny bit. Oh my God.
I've been wearing my heart on my sleeve lately. Just haven't really been feeling upbeat. This must be my time to go through that downer Debbie feeling. You know, just thinking. Every time I get into myself, I start thinking about my life. Like, am I going through a transition? And sometimes you go through a transition, you don't feel your best. Just kind of feel like you take a deep breath, but you still feel like your stomach is in knots, and that, you know, like you're falling from the sky. And, you know, it just life is like, I feel like my life is in transition at this moment, and my stomach is in knots because I know that I'm going through a life change, and I can just feel it. I don't know why. I know I should feel happier and be more humble and more grateful for it. I feel like I can't really. I feel like this sinking feeling inside my spirit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I started thinking about what happened to me last year, which was the year of 2015 in the summer. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. You ever heard of being connected to your spiritual animal? I think every time I go through transitions, this one thing kept showing up in my life, and then we never put it together until last year. Okay, I thought that my spiritual animal would be a dog because I'm not afraid of dogs. Matter of fact, I think dogs are afraid of me. I went up to a school track with my daughter, and I like the school track because you got the white lines, and you get to run 7, 8 tracks, and you can stay inside the line. Well, my daughter, she runs. I know this don't make no sense. People out here walking, exercising, and I'm out here with a big bag of party chips and queso. But I'm supposed to go walking this afternoon with my daughter. Now, she might see this video because I think my kids are starting to watch my video. They're just not telling me. I love it there like this. It's nice to be able to sit in the park behind a lake where people going fishing at. And there's no bugs, no pesky flies. It's just absolutely beautiful out here today. Well, I was thinking about a friend of mine the other day, and my kids had asked me, my daughter, I looked at her and said, yeah. She's like, in here, in here. Now, my daughter told her, yes, we've been in here, but it don't matter. Now, I have been in that particular office a few times, and the chiropractor in that office, I like better than the other chiropractors. Because he was older, and he kind of talked a lot, but he was real friendly, so I really liked him. So my daughter said, well, it shouldn't matter if we've been in here or not. All the joints are connected. All you gotta do is type in a person's name. And she was like, well, I don't think you've been here before. So my daughter said, okay, you're being rude. My mother has an emergency. She said, oh, but just go to the urgent care. I was like, okay, I don't know what your issue is. I don't know what's your problem. I said, but I've never been given this kind of trouble. I said, I've been coming here for a whole year. And it's going on a year and a half probably. I said, I go to... That night I had to come home. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't finish at the store till about 9 o'clock at night. When I got home... Yep. Meridian was alone in her house. She told me that her husband went to go stay with his girlfriend, and he took the 2 girls with her, and she was in the house by herself. I said, dang, man, I felt so bad for her. You know, she looked so sad and pitiful. I was just like, dang, I hate the fact that this just happened to my friend. So, I felt bad because I was about to move out. And she said, well, how much were you spending? And I told him. And she said, well, how much did you save up? And I told her I saved up $6,000. And she said, well, the house is in foreclosure. And that's what we were fighting over. And she said, maybe you can stay here with me, you and the kids, and give me the money so I can save my house. Y'all know my dumb child did it. Dumb, I did it. I gave her the money to put on her house for foreclosure. And she paid the foreclosure on her house. Now, this is about a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. Now, her family had been gone for a couple of weeks. One morning, me and my children got up to get dressed to go prep the store for Thanksgiving flower arrangement. 6 to 8 pieces of bubble gum in my mouth trying to blow no bubble. I think I did when I was a kid because I used to love blowing bubbles. But I'm going to try it, you guys. I'm going to try it for you guys, but I'm still a little scared. Today, I have to go pick up some lemons so my daughter can make her own. She makes her own facial mask with lemon, sugar, and honey. So I'm going to go pick up some honey and some lemons. I got some raw sugar in the cabinet. And she told me to pick up some fruit. She said she's going to start back making me some smoothies with the chia seeds, the wheatgrass, and the kale. You guys, she had me drinking those smoothies day and night. And even though I felt good, it took me a minute to get used to drinking those smoothies, okay? Especially with them chia seeds. But I promised her that I'm going to start back on the smoothie. She said because lately I haven't been doing as well as I've been doing. And that's why I haven't been uploading as much as I have. I got so many videos to upload, you guys. But lately I've been going through a little something. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to get it together so I can get these videos uploaded for you guys. It's like cold outside here in Texas. It was so cold. We had to put on the fireplace, the heater, and the oven in the kitchen. I don't know if you guys do that. When I was younger, my mom didn't have money to pay for the heat to come on, so she would just turn the oven on, and that's how we would get heat in the house. That's what I did. And yeah, it's freezing in Texas. I got on my Tommy Copper shirt. I got my sweater on. I know I had this sweater on the video the other day, you guys, but I told y'all I'm a little obsessed when it comes to things I like doing and wearing some of the same things. Washing my blankets and towels. My daughter's favorite little blanket that she sleeps in because I just want her to feel comfortable when she gets off work and everything smells really good. Hands up to everybody who has a washing machine at home. You don't have to go outside to wash. You don't have to go outside the house to wash their clothes. I was editing the Cosmetology magazine video. Hopefully y'all see that video before y'all see this one. But inside of this, women at the orangey bag washing clothes. These women look like top model, beauty gurus, just gorgeous. I was thinking to myself like, damn, I don't go to the laundry bag like that. Can you imagine going to the laundry mat looking like looking runway ready? 12 o'clock, and we need to get in there before a certain time so that we can get in free. It's women's nights. So I'm thinking like, dang, man, why did I sign up for this? You know? So I started tying the sheets, you know. And I'm tying a real knot, tying a knot and everything. And one of the girls must have been in the military or something because she really knew about knots. I mean, she had the knot thing going on, but the sheets were not coming apart, okay? Now, I'm sitting there, and in my mind, I can't believe that something get ready to go down, and I'm a part of this crap. They opens up the window. Now, these women were dressed, hair done, makeup, curls. That's why I love makeup till this day, because the first time I really learned about makeup is when I stayed in the shelter from these women, okay? They had the red lipstick on. They had the real high heel skinny shoes. I mean, they were dressed to core to go to these clubs, right? Okay. The one lady put all their shoes and their pocketbooks in one bag, and she puts it in a pillowcase bag, and she opens up the window and she drops it down. Really? She drops down the bag. Okay, so after she dropped down the bag, they all lined it up by the window, and it was like, okay, they already knew who was gonna go first. Now I'm looking at them lined it up, and I can't believe this. Like, I'm shocked. It was like 5 of them get ready to go out this window. Okay, down, they threw the sheet down, and it reached the bottom of the ground, and they was happy about that. I'm still looking at them like they freaking nuts, okay? And everybody had to grab the end of the sheet and
the other thing is, your spirit is the higher you. You're not alone. Your spirit see way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. And even though you're going to go through some things, your spirit is there to remind you that you can find a way to be strong. You can pull from the spirit strength to get back up again. So no, you're not alone. But I do understand what you're saying. See, I started out as a young girl with being alone, and I couldn't change that. But that's just the way it was. No adult figure whatsoever. And, you know, my spirit of lights have been with me for a while. I'm sure you've seen my stories. I've been on my own since I've been basically a kid. I got emancipated at 14, so I know what it's like to be completely and utterly alone.
I went through worse pain than I was in the night before. I was in pain to the point where it hurt to cry. All I could do is just hold on to myself, to the sheets, to like this. I was just holding on because I was in so much pain. The doctor told me, said, well, I'm happy that you're walking again, but don't wear yourself out. Don't wear your bones out. You know that your bones are rapidly disappearing. So we want to preserve you as much as we possibly can. So I kind of slowed down on the walk-in. So I would go walk in instead of every day trying. I would try maybe every 2 to 3 days, but I continued to try. What the pain meds were doing, in my opinion, was tricking my brain. They would numb me, and I would be able to get through my day. Now, when I was on these pain meds, man, I can cook, I can clean. Whenever my kids needed me for something, I was at my son's school all the time, running around with my daughter, helping her out, started her business. So, you know, whatever she needed me to do to help her, I was there for her. I started taking care of my grandchild. Actually, my grandchild actually came to live with me, and I spent a lot of time with her. So I was doing really, really well, you know, as far as like being on the pain. I was a functional drug addict. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna admit that, because a lot of people don't want to own up to the truth. And the truth is, I was a functional drug addict. I couldn't do anything without these pain meds. When I was on these pain meds, I felt like I was on top